This is Ace coming to you with Brian for the.
Hello, hello.
We have the Wednesday event. We're doing the testing as far as commentating for the events and whatnot. So today we only have two matches with us for the testing, and the first one is going to be Burn versus Cabal Coffers.
So historically, I think this is a really good game one for Burn. Like Cabal Coffer's control in game one is not really well equipped with its tons of thought seizes and the tutor, the cascade tutor, the suspend
Profane.
tutor,
Yeah.
profane tutor. Thank you. Not really set up to interact well with Burn's blisteringly fast offensive in game one, but games two and three are where it really starts to heat up because Cabal Coffer's control will get tons of anti-aggro options, life gain options, and ways to really mitigate Burn's offensive start. So in game one, we're really looking for sort of a fast start for Ace, with ideally like turn one Goblin Guide or a prowess creature, into turn two, ideally like two burn spells at the opponent's face. We're looking to maximize speed here. Scott, on the other hand, really just trying to like stay alive. That's the entire name of the game here. Well, let's see what they can do.
Yes, I believe that he started with a Thoughtseize on this one. I'm not sure if he knew what I was playing on this one. I have been going back and forth. Although he does have a minor advantage. One of my friends, Travis, has built Cabal, but he builds very janky. So I was not sure if I was looking at a traditional list or if he was on some secret deck tech. So, but he did start off with a Thoughtseize, and this is one of the glare issues that we have been having.
Yeah, a little hard to see here. I saw three burn spells, one of which was
Boros Charm,
and
Lightning
then
Bolt,
and
two Skewers.
Two Skewers.
And he took the
so
Boros Charm.
Moderately weak hand from Ace here. And honestly, trading 2 for 4, not that bad for the
looks like
a Coffers player, but
Ace, Monastery.
Lucky as always, top deck exactly the card you need here.
Yep.
Monastery Swift Spear. This is the prowess creature strat I was talking about earlier. Starting to lean hard to that. Mm-hmm. Scott playing Castle Lockflame, not really where you want to be in this matchup, but that is the best turn 2 play that this deck can muster, shy of removing the creature. We've got Profane Tutor ready to start tutoring up those answers that he's going to so desperately need. Here we can expect from Ace likely just fetch basic and then Lightning Bolt plus Skewer, attack for 3, put Scott all the way down to, that's pretty low. That's like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 damages coming across here this turn. This is the power of game 1 burn. Quite Indeed. Honestly, the people will, Burns are not always the fastest deck, but coming across for what looks like going to be a turn 3 or easy turn 4 win on this one. Scott's got his work cut out for him because he already knows he's at a virtual 5.
Yes. Now, however, Scott does not have he has answers to this to see if he can gain some life in main, and it looks like he does not.
That is Turok Cabal Cantor, is that right?
I believe so.
I thought that only cost 2.
I can bring it up here in a second. I do have a lot of the cards available to me.
Oh, never mind. We're done here.
Oh, yeah. Searing Blaze, Skewer,
Swing. Blaze off the top.
Yeah.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Short order.
Yes.
All right, so what kind of cards can we expect each player to be bringing in here? Oh, sideboards.
Awesome. Oh, yes. I've thought of this. Oh, yes.
All right, so for Ace, we can be expecting Roiling Vortex and probably Smash to Smithereens. There's a lot of artifacts in the Cabal Coffers deck.
Yes, there
Given that it doesn't have a lot of, color restrictive options.
Yeah,
I don't think Sanctuary on Vec a consideration, probably coming in, honestly. It's a tough card for Scott to deal with, though the clock it presents not that bad. So, consideration. I don't say every card in Ace's sideboard looks solid here, but I think the big ones are going to be the bottom 3 here. Deflecting Palm, probably not at its best here.
No.
Scott can play around that one easily. If he gains control of the game, then he can see a deflecting palm coming from a mile away. Scott's a good player. He knows what's up.
Now, for the sideboard on Scott's side, he has a lot of options because last I checked, he has the Karn package. So there's a handful of things as far as Wormcoil Engine and a handful of things. There he goes. So Wormcoil's definitely going to be one that I was worried about.
Yes.
I don't see too many others that I would have been worried about, so I don't think I brought in the Smash just for the Wormcoil. I think I brought in the Paths and the Red Enchantment. How do I keep forgetting its name?
Roiling Vortex.
Roiling Vortex, yes. I think those are the only ones.
Roiling Vortex at its best here. Opponent's going to be trying to gain life and draw the game out. A card like Roiling Vortex, really hard to answer in mono black, and also will counter that life gain. Scott probably not sideboarding very much, if at all. 11 one-ofs that he wants to keep in the sideboard specifically because Karn will make some a virtual 4 of her. Dolphy Voidwalker, not blocking, not attacking very quickly. I don't think it's really what he wants here. It's like the Graveyard Hate ability, not going to do much against a burn deck. And trading it in for a burn spell at a later, for 2 mana. Not really here. So Scott probably just no changes. My best guess. Maybe, probably put in the Damnation. Probably Damnation. Didn't see that one.
Possibly the Damnation.
I think Damnation 1 is better than Thoughtseize 4.
Yeah, because I know we know he took the Thoughtseizes out. So I believe he brought in the Voidwalkers just to replace those, just to have another body to block. My friend that does build this, that's usually what he ends up doing. So I believe on this one,
so Voidwalker can't block. Voidwalker has Shadow. So it's basically just to present a bit of a clock. I don't think that's actually, thinking on it more, not that bad of a plan. I actually don't hate Thoughtseize against Burn, unlike as much as you might think, because trading 1 mana to save 1 or 2 damage, not the worst, especially because Cabal Control is going to have more mana than it knows what to do with relative to its game plan.
Yeah.
At least if things are going well. Dolphy Voidwalker, I think it's enough of a clock. Maybe. I don't know. Cabal Conference Control not really that good at presenting a fast clock. It really is just trying to do essentially a Tron thing.
Yeah. And it does it so effectively.
Yeah. We all know how Burn vs. Tron goes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. So, land go from Scott. Ace looking to fire up. Inspiring Vantage into Monetary Swiss Spear. Classic prowess start, but what is this?
I believe that is
March of the Black March.
Mm-hmm. So dealing 2, gaining 2 there.
Yeah, Scott gaining 2 there. Oof, that's a tough beating for Ace.
Yeah, that puts me behind, puts him ahead. That's not ideal.
That's exactly the sort of moves he'll need to make to keep himself alive in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
From Bane 2, that is a fine thing to do on 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, high contrast dice. You'd love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Goblin Guide coming in. Another 2. Trigger. Ooh. Draws Urborg. That's a real good draw for Scott.
Mm-hmm.
That's half of his mana engine right there. How does he win? No. Second land for Ace.
Oof.
Call that one a bit of a greedy keep.
Yes.
I don't know.
Indefinitely greedy.
I mean, I'm a burn player as well as you are. Sometimes you have to, but okay. Hey, I did bring the Damnation. This only tells me 1 lander. I probably would have shipped it. What about you? Well,
yeah, usually the only times that I would keep it if it has at least 4 or 5 1-drops. And that's the only time I would consider it. I know at major events.
We're also on the draw here, so it makes the decision a little bit closer, but
yeah, I know at major events, I definitely don't do.
If you don't draw the land in your first 2 draw steps here, then Burn's gonna struggle to keep it out here. Scott resolving his Profane Tutor here, going deep in the tank and deep in the deck to figure out what's the best way to blunt the 1 land, 1 goblin assault.
I'm pretty sure for being this far ahead, if he has a single land, I can't imagine he wouldn't grab the Karn and just go ahead and start wrapping the game up.
And we don't get to see it because that is a profane tutor. Say unconditional tutor means we don't get to see it until the on the other side of the table does. And well, my best guess here would be either March number 2 or Karn Daddy.
If he has the land in hand, it has to be Karn.
If he didn't know, assuming he didn't already have the Karn, but
yeah.
Let's see here. Plays. I think that's Cabal Coffers. A little hard to see, but deep in the tank. Scott considering if he casts Karn here, what do we think he would be getting? He's going to assume he's going to -2 it immediately.
Yeah.
What would he be doing with that?
Yeah, there's the Karn. Wurmcoil.
There's the Karn. 1 mana floating, or no mana floating. Sorry, but 1 mana left available to use. This could be a Wurmcoil Engine.
Yep.
Well, that doesn't seal the game. Next turn. Let's see here. See if Ace can peel land 2, and he does. That's a nice find, but it may not be enough here.
I don't
Got
believe
that
so.
healthy 15.
Oh yeah.
No targets for those double Searing Blazes. Looks a little awkward.
Oh yeah. I don't see me getting out of this one.
Sometimes when you play Burn, things can feel hopeless, and sometimes they're not actually hopeless. But Emrakul Promised End on top of the deck. Fatal Push from Scott. This is probably the GG's here.
Yeah,
but we'll
this is.
But Ace is gonna play it out. See what happens. Lightning Helix on Karn, and passes back to Scott. So if you're Scott at this point, you gotta be really happy.
Oh yeah, there's that land drop. Wurmcoil's about to come down.
Make 5, that's 6. Big Worm Daddy. And I thought Ace was about to pack it in there, but he might have the smash.
I think I see 2. There are 2 at the far left, I believe. Yes, those are skull cracks.
2 skull cracks means Ace is not dead in the water yet, but 6 a turn clock's not anything to laugh at. Not to mention Scott's still got a full grip of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not fullish. Oh, that looks like a lot of cards to make.
Yeah, that's at least 3 or 4.
Take 6. You take
skull
3.
Crack.
Gain 0. 12 and 17 now the life totals. Ace needs very specific line of draws here. Needs land number 3. Needs 1 mana burn spells.
Oh, that is not a 1 mana.
Monastery Swift Sphere, and not quite either of those things. But game's not over. Ace has at least 2 skull cracks. Likely only plays 2, and most lists, if they're not playing the 2 on the sideboard, only have the 2 in the main deck.
Yeah, that's where I'm at on this one.
So, all right, Scott plays Castle Lochthwain, 6 mana, and thinks about it, counts a bit, plays its graveyard. Nope, not 6 mana. Not about it. Feeling it. Attacks first. Takes 3 to the dome. Ace takes a 6 fall. And
there's land.
That's the land, but I don't think that's quite enough.
No.
Is even like Shock Self, play Swift Spear, double 1 mana burn spell. That is exactly enough, actually, if he has it. I don't think he has.
I think it's 2 Searing Blaze. I believe that is the Monastery.
And 2 mystery cards.
I believe it's a Roiling that's right there.
Roiling Vortex. Not bad, actually. Able to prevent the life gain from the Wurmcoil Engine. Ace still in this game.
Surprisingly.
Still in this game. Out of character for a moment, I think a game count would be super helpful to have somewhere in the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, because right now we have player records, life total.
Oh, I think that's the green,
the green
dot.
dot on the bottom.
Yes, I need to make that a
that's
little
not
clearer.
very clear.
Yeah.
So you can maybe bite it onto the match. Like under match, you can do game 2 advantage, whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. Green dots. I wouldn't have known what the green dot was if you hadn't told me.
Yeah.
All right.
What's it going for here?
So I'm playing March of. I need to look up that card name.
I believe that's a deal 2, gain 2.
He probably did X equals 5. I had to take a good guess. I don't think that goes upstairs. March of Wretched Sorrow. Only deals damage to creatures or planeswalkers, so he probably just cast that as a gain 5.
He might have done it on his Worm Coil just to gain the life.
Yep. Good innovative use of the card. Always forget that it does that. Alright, Scott makes
a lot.
A lot of mana.
A lot. This has to be the Emrakul.
That's the Emrakul.
Yeah, ain't no way around that.
That's probably enough. Ace target having a full grip of burn ready to go at his own face here probably spells the end of the game here for this burn player. Thinks about it for a moment.
Savoring the moment of defeat.
Savoring the how did it turn to like this? Freeze frame. Activate the vortex. For fun.
Yeah, I'm calculating there. I'm like, right. The extra
card. Opponent about what that card actually does.
Yeah, I think that's when I realized. Oh wait, you take my turn. Right, that was the memo I was missing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That poor GPU working its hardest here. What are you working with over there?
I'm with NVIDIA GeForce.
Go on. What card?
I believe it's the GTX 1660.
Oh, that's better than what I got.
So I don't believe it's that. All right. So for the third game, I don't think there's going to be any changes to the sideboard.
I don't think so either. Ace may reconsider his options. The Roiling Vortex seemed a little unimpressive there, but I'm not super worried about it either way. Really, this Ace's game plan. If all goes well, he won't need the Roiling Vortex.
That is true.
Yeah. Back on the play for Burn. What do you consider? What do you think about siding out Searing Blaze in this matchup? Not a lot of targets on the 12 control side.
Well, my friend that plays this has a 3/5. I can't remember its name, but I might have been. I know that has been one of my issues. Which, by the way, I know the cards aren't there right now, but once I put them there, okay. I was waiting for us to do the commentary and talk about it before I put them up. But gotcha. I know that they have a 3/5, and it always worked out really well because I could at least get a 2-for-1 with a Monastery or a Goblin Glide plus a Searing Blaze. So I usually keep them in this case, and then I do know about the Voidwalker that my friend always brings in.
Sure.
I'm not super in tune with the Cabal deck, No,
it's very rogue.
But I do know in this one I did keep all 4 in, and I took out the Eidolons thinking that he would take out some of his 1-drop hand hate cards as far as Thoughtseize. Because to my knowledge, Fatal Push was the only real target for it.
Well, so off the top of my head for Eidolon, you've got the map, the Voidwalker, the Profane Tutor, and the Fatal Pushes. Probably not Thoughtseize. That's about it. But now you can see this is looks where I'm a little wrong about Searing Blaze. finding a target in exactly Dothy Voidwalker here.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be very. Yeah, this game's wrapping up already very quickly.
It's not over till it's over, but burn for 3 and attack for 2 puts Scott down to 5, and he needs to find an answer post haste. He's closing this one out with Searing Blaze number 2, attack for 2.
Yeah,
that Blaze is 3.
Yeah.
Swift Spear is 2. That's the game, and he's even got a Skull Crack to still had all these as opponent.
Well, quick game 3.
That's how Burn wants it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this does play out like the Burn v Tron matchup. If Burn has the game plan that they're looking to have, then it is done before Tron or Coffers gets their game online.
Mm-hmm. Now for the D-sideboarding.
D-sideboarding, we don't know if the players are going to chat too much about the sideboard here, but take a look at their plan.
Yeah.